So how crucial would you say is customer data to Wendy's digital success?
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite subjects. And I read an article the other day that said data is the new oil. And I can't remember who wrote it, but that really stuck with me, right? I mean, data is going to fuel or is fueling the next industrial revolution the way I think oil fueled it before. So clearly, I think data is probably one of the most important assets any company has. Unfortunately, I think for a lot of companies, it's also the most unused asset they have. And to the point you just made, the more we can know about our customer, in my opinion, the better service we can give them. You know, we're in a quick service business that is repetitious and to a certain extent somewhat commoditized. But if you can take that experience and provide some personal touch to it, some personalization, even as little as, "Hi, Joanna, thanks for coming back," or, "Hey, the last time you were here, this is what your order." Those kind of things, to me, are simple, but they make a difference. And I think they show the consumer that you care. You care enough to know a little bit about them. Now, again, this is all within permission marketing, but you can't do any of that stuff without the data, right? And the more data we have, I think the better the experience we can build. And that same goes for the more data we have, the better we can run our restaurants, right? The more information I have about what's going on inside of my restaurant, the better decisions I can make. And I'd actually pull that all the way through to the supply chain, right? Demand sensing is huge, right? If we can get that information about what's being consumed in the stores all the way through to the supply chain, all of a sudden you start to see efficiencies across the board. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my good friends and partners in marketing. You know, they want to know how are these promotions doing? Are they making a difference? And you can't do that without data. So I'm a huge advocate. And I think it makes a difference. I think companies that use data effectively have a clear competitive advantage over those who don't.